Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I want to discuss WEBR, ticker WEBR, because it's gaining a lot of momentum. And earlier, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, we saw it have a pretty good rise up. I wouldn't call it potentially a squeeze, but I would say it started gaining momentum, but it quickly died off as fast as it went up. But guys, things are starting to pick up and WEBR is gaining attention of a lot of retail investors. So I want to share with you what I know. You may have noticed that I've been tweeting about it the last few days. And today piqued my interest even more because I noticed something that looked very strange in the chart pattern on low volume. So let's get into it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Okay, guys, let's start with the Ortex data, and please forgive my horrible screenshot, but it came out kind of blurry. So the live short interest on WEBR is 57.47%, guys. That is huge, with 10.05 million shares short. They did decrease the short interest by less than 0.5% today, 0.44%. So today they returned 146.7 thousand shares. They borrowed 88.1 thousand, which is a decrease of 58.6 thousand. So nothing substantial, guys, at all. The cost to borrow is currently an average of 69.56% with a max of 78.62 and a minimum of 49.41. Let me show you what I noticed on the chart that I found very, very strange today. As you can see, guys, this is the daily chart of WEBR. I'm always on a 5-minute increment on the daily, but I want you to look at this. This is the perfect example of a low volume short ladder attack. See here? Very, very interesting, guys. So we started out the morning with having a nice run to the upside, continuation from yesterday. This is the change of day right here. That started at 4 a.m. But then they decided to take this down, guys. And then it kind of, played out till they slowly decided they were going to start shorting it. And they just kept going. It was like the short ladder attack like no other. This is not anything but a low volume short attack, guys. And as you can see, by the 1348, if you are day trading this would have been your signal to sell. And then this afternoon, you could see it start to curl back up. And we did indeed get a 1348 crossover at approximately 2:30 p.m. But then, guys, they were able to do what they've been doing to BBIG and Mullen for weeks now, which is kind of barcoded out for the rest of the day. And then they tried to dip it down just a little bit ago, but it's right back to where it was. So my guess is they were gathering shares here by doing a stop loss hunt, because that candlestick did not last. It's right back into the barcoding pattern. So that's why when you're playing these hype/squeeze plays, guys, you need to be careful about setting stop losses, because they do stop loss hunt for them. And, that's okay if you're fine with selling, but just know they could go right back up. And, sometimes a mental stop loss, if you're able to watch it more carefully, is better than having a physical stop loss for this reason, because we do see this quite a bit. But this is what I wanted to show you, because this whole stop loss that you see happening with all these red lines down is just not normal. And the volume today was very, very low. I'm very curious to look at what was played in the dark pool. But first, let's look at the 1-year chart. And forgive me because my computer shut down and I just pulled up a chart, so I'm not sure if this is set up correctly. The only thing I want to change, no, it's actually perfect. Wow. All right, guys. So on WEBR, this is actually very bullish. My 13 has crossed over my 48 on the daily 1-year chart, guys. A very bullish indicator, but what I find very strange about that is when this happened, we're trading below. So I would expect a move up to come. This is quite interesting, and I'm not sure that I've seen that happen before. Very, very strange, to be perfectly honest with you. kind of confused and taken back by that. Because normally when these crossovers occur, the move is up, but we have indeed, see, the green is my 13, the purple is my 48, and we have indeed crossed over. So guys, that's a very bullish indicator for what's to come. Let me see if this is set up for a 4-hour chart, because I'd love to see what that shows us too. It is. Wow, geez. Pulled up the right one. I have a bunch of presets, but I don't always pull it correctly. 240 minutes. Let's go to that on like a 1 month. Make it a little less. Here we go. All right, guys. So on the 4-hour chart, we do have the 13 crossing under the 48. What I'd like to see is for this to curl tomorrow and to come back up and cross over, which definitely looks like it's probably heading in that direction because this has not widened. It's very narrow, as you can see. So guys, all in all, I'm bullish for tomorrow on this, and it's been getting a lot of attention. I do want to show you somebody who is infamous on Twitter with quite a bit of following who did post on it today, and as well as check and see if Market Chameleon has any updates to our short interest. So give me 1 second and I will pull up that tweet and check on the Market Chameleon situation. Okay guys, so this is Market Chameleon, and I am looking at the dark pool trades for today, and it says that the dark pool trades for WEBR have accounted for 52% of the total volume today, and over the past 20 days the average volume has been 51%. Total volume in the dark pool is 179,665 shares. So today WEBR had only traded 345,317 shares, guys, for an average VWAP price of $7.46. That is extremely small. And out of all of those trades, 34% of the stock's total volume was sweep orders. So those are large orders sweeping a price, which totaled 118,069 shares for a VWAP price of $7.44, guys. As you can see, it's under. So it says the intermarket sweep order is considered an aggressive marketable order that seeks immediate execution by sweeping the top of the book of the lit exchange. The ISO order can be indicated that a market participant is aggressively taking liquidity in a certain direction for WEBR. And we all know today that aggressive liquidity was shorting WEBR, guys. So maybe they were grabbing on that big run down, all of the stop losses that were set for it. Kind of sounds that way to me. But thought you'd be interested in that. And now let's get to the star of the day with a tweet that I want to share. Okay, guys, for those of you who are not familiar with Will Mead, you can find him at Real Will Mead. And he is very popular on Twitter, and some people call him like an angel of death once he gets his hands on things. But I think, actually, I'm familiar with 3 of these stocks very well, and I've heard of the 4th, but don't know much about it, so maybe I'll have to check that one out too. But, you know, he also tends to look at stocks, as I do, that have a very high short interest. And it's very clear by this chart that we are targeting some of the same ones. So Redbox, which has a 67% short interest. Oh, his tweet, I'm sorry, is highest short interest stocks that are set up for a big squeeze. Redbox with 67% short interest. Revlon with 63% short interest. Mix with 61% short interest, and guys, WEBR with 55% short interest. So as you can see, we are definitely picking up social media attention and starting to trend. I definitely think the chart looks bullish for a run, and I believe we see this go to the upside tomorrow. We just need to get some volume on it, because look at how few shares get traded every day, guys. If this gets retail and volume in, God help them, we could have a nice little run going for ourselves, especially if the momentum doesn't die after one day of being up. I mean, think of what it did over, you know, a couple weeks ago when it had that nice little run from that $7 range to, what was it, $11 or $12? I forget off the top of my head, but something like that. We could definitely see something similar tomorrow, guys. So I'm looking forward to a good day, and I hope that you have piqued some interest in WEBR and we'll check it out. This is not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, but I personally like this stock. Guys, thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe for all the latest information on hot tickers. Have a great night.